Eileo guys, and welcome back. So due to popular demand, here is the Banshee redo video because at the time of the prior video her skills were different, and we're just going to take a look to see if anything has changed, which they have. And of course with her super evolution coming up, she's obviously going to be a bit more relevant than what she is now. So without further ado, my boys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we're starting off today with Dark Banshee. Dark Banshee is a tank type. She's coming in with 44k HP, 2.4k attack, and then 1.9k defense. Tank type means a lot of HP. She has that. Attack and defense are nothing too crazy at all either. And of course, she's a dark type, so she would benefit from crit, but should that be priority number one? Of course not. But let's take a look at her skills real quick. She comes in with sap, which has 3 types of sap for 1 turn, and then HP aggression. So obviously just build her triple HP. There's no reason for you to not do that. In terms of overall usage, sap and HP aggression are just very awkward. Isn't this pretty much similar to Dark Arthur, I believe? Or is this switched? Let me check right now. Gotta make this official, man. Yep, Dark Arthur's is switched. I mean, you can see how well Dark Arthur does and basically switch his moveset, and congratulations, you have Dark Banshee. So other than being a trophy mon at this point in time, I really don't see how beneficial she would be even with super evolution. Yes, her HP will increase, so her HP aggression would definitely be a lot better in terms of damage and of course survivability. But sap and HP aggression, obviously, it is what it is, boys. It just is what it is. But moving on. Alright, next up we have Light Banshee, who is a balance type coming in with nearly 35k HP, 2.3k attack, and then 2.6k defense. Very awkward placement for her attack and defense. I figured they would be more equal to each other and not have like this big rift in between the attack and defense. I do wish her attack was higher instead of her defense, but it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. But she comes in with double shock. Obviously there's skill books for her. I'm not sure what that turns to. Does she get a 2-turn shock for her 5-star skill, or does it stay 1 turn only? If it can go to 2 turns, obviously she's not as great as Light Yuki, especially with Light Yuki being able to be super evolved. And obviously her shock just being better because it's 2 turns. But if this is all that you have, perfectly fine for you to super evolve it. I mean, not everyone can pull a Light Yuki. Not everyone can pull 2 Light Yukis. Not everyone can pull 3 Light Yukis like me, which I don't have 3 Light Yukis. But apparently everyone can pull 4 Dark Yukis. Just saying. Just saying. I know a guy that has 4 Dark Yukis, and he just wants 1 more light one, but the game's just like, no playa, no. But in terms of overall uses, think of her as a tankier version of Light Yuki, so not as powerful, but still actually quite usable if you can pull one, which is good to have. You can always have more shock in your life, always. Alright, next up is Wood Banshee, who is an attacker type coming in with nearly 30k HP, 3.4k attack, and then 2.1k defense. Stat wise, great HP, it's over 25,000. Her attack is well over 3k. Great. I have no complaints whatsoever about this. And she comes in with morale boost, 30% restoration of her own SP when attacking per turn, and then her defense down is 7% chance for 2 turns. You don't even need to book her up, honestly. Like, this right here is perfectly fine. If you have books, save them for other mons, because this right here is perfectly fine. She's a great wave clearer because of the fact that she can get her 5-star skill off pretty quickly. Definitely usable in situations like golems and of course dragons. Now in terms of PvP, you could use her, but there's obviously better mons, and people run scummy elemental advantage stuff anyways, so it's really up to you depending on how you want to use her. But I of course would definitely build her more with attack, because look at all that attack, dude. She has all kinds of attack. But if you had the stones laying around, I'd super evo her, as long as you use her. If you use her, I would super evo her. There's really no downside to this, dude. 3.4k attack, easy super evolution. Alright, next up is Water Banshee, who's a tank type coming in with 40k HP, 2.6k attack just about, and then 2k defense. Tank type, plenty of HP, she has that. Her defense is over 2k, surprisingly, and I don't know why her attack stat is that high. Just, I don't know why. Maybe they put in stat randomizers for all of these mons for some reason, but who knows. Anyways, she comes in with Soul Boon Red and then Sap, which 80% chance for 2 types of Sap for 1 turn. Even with books, it's just not play of the game. It's just not worth it. Even with Super Evolution, it's just not worth it unless you want like an RGB light and dark just flaunting of Banshees for PvP or clan versus clan. I don't see any use for this mon at all. Sap on a 5-star skill, just undesirable. But I mean, if you want to use her because you like the way that she looks, you're perfectly able to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But Soul Boon Red and Sap, I'm sure you guys have ideas for Soul Boon Red where it'll actually be usable, but her having that and then Sap together is just a killer, man. It's just a killer. So next, alright, last and not least is Fire Banshee, who's a balance type coming in with 29k HP, 2.8k attack, and then 2.4k defense. Stat wise, her stats are solid, dude. They are solid, and that means with her Super Evolution, I believe is like 10% stat increase. She should be around the 3k mark with her attack, which is great. Her HP will be well over 30k, and then her defense should at least be 2.5, 2.6k, which again is superb in the stat department. But anyway, she comes in with Curse, 80% chance for the enemy to be cursed for 2 turns, and then Fulminating Curse, which is obviously what pretty much every mon that has Curse ever has with her. She recently got this change with Curse, and by recent I mean probably like 6 months ago by the time of this video. But now the question is she usable? Of course she is usable, but you need other Curse mons for Curse to be viable, in my opinion. Or if you have a Dark Hades, maybe you could find a use for him. But other than that, Curse isn't useful if you only have 1 mon that can do Curse. Even if you have 2 mons that can do Curse, in my opinion, it's just not that useful. It's just not. But if you have a full mon team that can do Curse, issue with the Super Evolution, then for science purposes, I would say so. So this leads me into the next little hint that I'm dropping here, boys. I will be revisiting a Curse video soon once Banshee's Super Evolution drops. That way I can get her that 10% boost in Curse. Not saying this is probably going to help at all, because probably isn't. But hopefully I can put that nail into the coffin here. But in terms of overall uses of the Banshees, if we're talking about red, the RGB ones at least, wood one is obviously top tier out of the entire bunch if you were to build a Banshee. And then if we're talking about light and dark here, I would say light has a lot more uses in my opinion than dark. I mean, dark one could probably just be an HP tank and just be annoying, but in terms of damage or being anything near close of a threat, personally speaking, I don't really see it. So if you need any advice, I would say go for the wood one if you need a wood attacker. And if you don't have a light Yuki but you're interested in mons that have shock, feel free to give light Banshee a try, because unless you donate, you never know what you're going to get. But I definitely hope this video helped, and there are more videos on the way, my boys. Feel free to leave a comment below on this video of what your favorite Banshee is. Are you looking forward to her Super Evolution or not? And if you guys need me to update any more mon videos, feel free to let me know. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.